Sup, everybody, man? It's your boy, Mr. Dugan, coming in with another live Q&A, yo. Wow. A lot to get into tonight, man. A whole lot to get into tonight, yo. First off, man, Philadelphia Eagles suffered another ugly loss, man, to the Green Bay Packers on Sunday, dropping our record now to 3-8-1. But the biggest news coming from that game, man, happened today. As the Dougie P decides to make Jalen Hurst the starting quarterback for the Eagles versus the New Orleans Saints on Sunday. Which is something obviously, man. It's about time. You know what I'm saying? It's been well overdue. This team has not been getting any better. I really like Wentz, man. I mean, I bought his jersey. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's time, man. Now, how will he do out there? Does that mean that's the end of Wentz in Philly? We'll see. But it's time, yo. And the LSU Tigers, man. Wow. What just a tumultuous week for them, man. First, not only the big, just embarrassing beatdown they took at the hands of Alabama at home in prime time in front of everybody. You feel me? But the fallout from that, it looks like LSU five-star freshman tight end Eric Gilbert may be on his way out the door. And this looks like he's not may not be the only one. Now, is this, have to do with, Coach Orgeron losing, a handle of the program? Or does this have to do with the pending case, man? Like, we try to act like it's not a big deal, but it's a big deal, man. If this has turned out to be true, all the allegations against, this administration and against these former players, man, LSU will be in deep, 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 deep trouble, man. You will have players fleeing from here. Coach O will get fired. Like, LSU will be on probation. It could be a very, 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 very ugly, tough situation if that's turned out to be true, man. And it makes you wonder, like, are these guys leaving because we're losing, or are they leaving because they know more about this? They're being tipped the hand, like, hey, man, LSU about to get hit hard, so y'all might want to leave while y'all got the chance to. Obviously, we're gonna find out what it is, in a couple of months or so. And one more thing, man, before I get started, talking to all of you once again, glad you all could be here with your boy again. I want to give a shout out, man, to my alma mater, man, my high school. The St. Martinville Tigers are in the state playoff quarterfinals, man. Shout out to them, man. Ain't been there in a couple of years, yo. Really nice young team. A lot of their players are just really soft. They got like freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. The majority of the players on the team. So, I just wanted to give them a shout out, man. I'm proud of them. They're gonna take on the Union Parish Farmers, on Friday in the quarterfinals, man, for a right, to make it to the semifinals. So big shout out to them, man. Glad that they're doing good and representing, for my city, man. But all right, let me got all that out the way, man. Let me see what everybody talking about tonight, man. What's up, Anthony? Players, appreciate you tuning in. Do you think Jalen Hurts will do good? I sure hope he does. Like, I tell you that. You know what, man? I think he will. I think he'll do solid. I'm not expecting him to go out there, throw for 350, run for 150 or nothing like that. But I think he's gonna go out there and I think he's gonna do solid, yo. Um, the fact that the Saints don't know what they're getting into. We don't even know what we're about to get into, you know what I'm saying? So the element of surprise, um, and Dougie B, this is very interesting, man, to see how the game plan is going to be with him under center as opposed to Wentz. But I do think he's going to do well, yo. What's up, Amari Thomas? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, Mr. Guy? Can you do a how we rant video? Man, I tell you, bro, I done did a few of those, man. I may not have had one specifically just for Howie, but man, I forgot what game that was. The Seattle Seahawks game, yo. I'll probably get another one in before it's all said and done, man. Because I'm just beyond fed up with Howie Roseman. But I think it was my check out my video, the Seahawks Eagles post game. I laid in the Howie a little bit that game, yo. Because that game basically showed the lack of a roster that we have. What's up, Chris and Bread? Appreciate you tuning in. Finally punched our ticket to Atlanta along with Florida. Yeah, man, y'all punched us in the face too, man. That ain't the only thing Alabama been punching around here, man. That was bad, man. That was absolutely bad, man. But hey, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all in Florida. That should be a very entertaining matchup. I think Alabama is gonna win like by double figures. But nevertheless, it'll be exciting with all the points being scored. What's up, Sir Nando27? Appreciate you tuning in. I want to know your reaction to Michigan, Ohio State canceling game. I hope the Big Ten commissioner does something about this because who wouldn't want one of their teams representing confidence in playoffs? Yeah, I seen that, man. That's pretty. It's so funny. I forgot who it was. I don't remember if it was somebody on here or if it was somebody close to me. Somebody said a couple of weeks ago that Michigan, like with everything going on with Harbaugh. Now I'm not saying that's the reason it happened, but somebody said, bro, that Ohio State Michigan game ain't gonna get played, man. He was like, I promise you that game ain't gonna get played, and he basically wasn't even attributing that to COVID. He was basically just saying, with everything going on with Michigan, Michigan was gonna find their way out that game. And as far as like man, honestly, man, you got to put Ohio State in there. Like it's just, I get it, the 6 game rule, but in this case, Michigan is the one with coach. Now, I'm not saying Michigan faking or making it up, but I mean, if Michigan wouldn't, I mean, wouldn't what would be more better for them to have a COVID case to make sure Ohio State can't even be in the Big Ten or get to a playoff? You know what I'm saying? For them, since they know they can't beat them, but I think that I see that they're actually supposed to be meeting on Wednesday morning. All the Big Ten, coaches and people or whatever. Because right now it would be Indiana in there, and I mean, Ohio State beat Indiana already. So yeah, man, they should let Ohio State in there. I know some people go complain, oh, they only played like 2 games, well, whatever, how many games they played, 5 or whatever. But man, I mean, come on, Ohio State is head and shoulders the best team in that conference. I mean, come on. Let's see. Howie Roseman should appear on Extreme Chiefs case. Man, there's a lot of places Howie Roseman should appear, man. And being the general manager of the Philadelphia Eagles is not one of them, yo. But what worries me about that is that's Jeffrey Lurie's boy. Jeffrey Lurie loves him some Howie Roseman. It's funny, all you hearing more about Wentz getting traded or whatever, and Doug getting fired. You hearing that a lot more than Howie being on the hot seat. What's up, baby boy? Bunker 24. Appreciate you tuning in. A lot of people lose speed, quickness, and endurance as they get older. Carson has simply lost his mind. No cap. Man, bro, it's like, man, it bothers me, man, because I love Wentz, man. Like I bought Wentz jersey and everything, man. I wear his jersey on game day. Well, I ain't gonna wear it now. He ain't starting. But man, even in for the Super Bowl, man, when Foles was out there, I wore Wentz jersey. But man, like it's just, man, it's bad, man. Like, I mean, he a broken man. He not just a broken quarter. He seems like a broken man. And you wonder if a lot of those things about him, about his character, his ability not listening to people, feeling like he know it all. You wonder if a lot of that is true now, man. Because I tell you what, that team looked it happy that he was out of that game, yo. I'm just saying. But I don't know, man. It's tough. But, man, we got to see what Jalen Hurst got right now, yo. I hope Wentz learns from this bench. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people writing it off like to say, "Oh, we gonna trick." Bro, like it does not mean that Wentz will never start for the Philadelphia Eagles again. That's not what that means, man. It means that he's been playing bad. He needs to sit down. Now we're going to see how now if Jalen Hurts goes out there and lights it up for the next 4 games and miraculously say gets us into the playoffs or something like that, win the division or something. I mean, then obviously that's something you got to revisit. This is not a situation like Foles where Foles won the Super Bowl and then turned around, made it, was probably an Alshon Jeffrey drop away from an NFC Championship appearance. But you moved on from Foles because Foles was the older guy. In this case, young Hurts is the younger, cheaper player. So if he does go out there and look great, then obviously it's a discussion. But if he looks okay or don't look like he just blowing our socks off, it's a good chance Wentz could get out there, and Wentz may go out there and not only look good, but win the locker room and everybody and all the fan base back also. If we don't draft Jamar Chase, I'm gonna be pissed. Man, I tell you what, man, I just need anybody to draft as long as it's not Howie Roseman. Like, because Howie Roseman will look at Chase in his face and pick somebody else that we never heard of, yo. Y'all, we know how Howie get down, man. DK Metcalf is in his face. Come on, JJ Arcega-Whiteside. Justin Jefferson is in his face. Come on, Jalen Reagor. Though Jalen Reagor showed a little bit of promise on Sunday with the punt return and a nice little catch or whatever. But still, Justin Jefferson is a stud week in and week out, yo. So I would love Chase, man. But I know one thing. I just want Howie to not be the one making that selection. So what your Eagles do with one of these QBs? If Hurts look great for the rest of the season, trade Wentz or let Hurts try to find a new home after his contract up? That's a great question. I think that I'm starting to think that if Hurts does go out there and looks great, like looks spectacular to where it's like, man, they may try to trade Wentz because I think Hurts is basically playing for Dougie P's job. If Hurts go out there and look good in Dougie P's system, Dougie P could make the argument like, look, man, I won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles. You know what I'm saying? I went to another somewhat deep playoff run with Nick Foles, and I'm won 4 games or 3 games, however many games. You feel me? With Jalen Hurts. So they're gonna definitely, I think, at that point, look at it like, you know what? Wentz is the problem because Wentz and Dougie P cannot come back next season. One of them, if Dougie P comes back, Wentz has to go. If Wentz come back, Dougie P gotta go. And we gotta try to fix Wentz with a whole new, different coordinator or whatever. So that's what I think, man. That's what's gonna happen. Obviously, if it hurts, hits a grand slam out there, looks amazing, it's a good chance that it could be his job, man, which I never thought would have been possible, especially, his rookie year. I'm not one of those that is saying LSU is forever done, but I'm going to say this. Coach O better clean it up, and the team better be much better next year. Okay, these players are young, but these are 4 and 5 star players. No excuse to be this bad. It's coaching for sure. Oh, yeah, I agree. Yo, I completely agree. Now, I give us the benefit of the doubt, like these guys were young, but at the same time, like, man, not 55-7. Man, Alabama had 45 points in the first half. Like, everybody look at, it's not even the final score for me. It's the fact that they had 45 in the first half. They didn't get one, LSU didn't get one stop. Those guys had 6 touchdowns and a field goal on all their possessions in the first half. That is sad. That is pathetic. That's like LSU playing against one of them FCS schools or something like that. That's absolutely sad and pathetic. So for me, it's like, yeah. But there's change gonna come, man. Like Coach O has to get. I want both Pelini and Scott Linehan going. I want to get away from these old, washed up head coaches, or whatever, and get some young. Joe Brady was young and innovative. Dave Aranda was young and innovative. Like, go get somebody young and innovative, and let's take off, man. Like this whole going back, Coach O with this rah rah. He want to be a rah rah guy. That don't work in today's society, man. Unless you are Nick Saban, who has plethora of championships. Unless you that guy, that's not gonna work, man. So yeah, they definitely do. Coach O definitely got to get himself, some more coaches, man, to get these guys right, yo. Hargrave is too slow and can't get pressure, even though he had a sack yesterday on Sunday. My bad. Yeah, man, he does look old, slow, and you see that's another thing I was wondering, man, because you see in Pittsburgh, man, he was a zero technique defensive tackle. He was a nose tackle. Now he's playing like in what the three. He's playing in a 1 or the 3 technique as a D tackle in a 4-3, yo. I had a little bit of concerns about that. And granted, he looks like he still just should be a nose tackle. Like he's big and he's, somewhat slow. Man, come on. Lamar Jackson threw a pick. Lamar Jackson threw a pick, the doggone Cowboys. He tripping. Yeah, but that's the thing though, man. Like that's what he has to yeah, that was right off. That was an inaccurate throw. Yeah, that's an interception too. Yeah, that was but that's the thing, man. Once again another bad signing by Howie, man. He looked like he not even a scheme fit, for the defense. Let's see. What position have you played in football if you ever did? I played real young. I did. I played real young. I played safety and I played wide receiver. I enjoyed safety moto, man. It was fun going out there hitting people. Wide receiver was cool catching the football, but I loved playing safety and coming down and hitting people. Let's see. What's up, Conru girl? Appreciate you tuning in, my friend. Hey, Mr. Dugas, congrats on 7,000 subs. Enjoyed the LSU live with the fan, Bama fan. Do you think the Cowboys will beat the Ravens? First of all, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. And thank everybody, man, for showing your boy love and support, man. I got to 7,000 subs, man. Thank y'all so much. Couldn't do it without y'all. And I just want to keep grinding, man, and just seeing where this thing, takes us. And yeah, I enjoyed it myself, man. I enjoyed it with the fam. I'm gonna have another one Sunday, actually. My dad is a big Saints fan. So my dad will be to my house on Sunday for the Eagles Saints game. I'm gonna have him on the halftime and the fourth quarter live. So y'all stay tuned for that. But yeah, it's fun, man. I love every time I get a chance to, get some of my people, on the live or on the channel. It's a blessing. It's a blast. So glad you enjoyed it, yo, because I really enjoyed bringing it, y'all. Even though Bama was just whipping LSU. Mac Jones and Dallas. Unfortunately, I think Dallas can win this game, y'all. They're actually in the red zone right now by the score after a Lamar Jackson pick. Baltimore has not looked right all year, yo. Even the game against the Eagles were dead. Like the Eagles were a crazy 2-point conversion attempt away from sending that game into overtime. As bad as the Eagles are this year. Like Baltimore has just been sluggish. They've just been anemic offensively. And defensively, they got a nice secondary, but other than that, they ain't really. I see Ezekiel Elliott is kind of having his way, with them already. So yeah, matter of fact, I do think Dallas is going to win this game. I hate to say it, but I do think Dallas will win this game, which would be crazy that all 4 NFC East teams had daunting road tasks this week, and the Giants go to Seattle win, Washington go to Pittsburgh win. If Dallas win in Baltimore, we lose in Green Bay, we'll be last place, like last place in the NFC East, man. Yeah, it's definitely time for Hurst. Mac Jones versus Trask will be interesting to see. Both QBs are basically the same. Really good arm. Not really what you call athletic, but can move well. They have to. Yeah, man. It's gonna be a nice matchup, man. It's gonna be very entertaining. It's like both offenses could score in the blink of an eye. Like both offenses have, you know, dominant receivers. Like, well, Alabama got a dominant receiver, Florida got a dominant tight end. Alabama with Devontae Smith, Florida with Kyle Pitts. The difference, though, man, is that I think Alabama's defense is better than Florida's defense, and I think Alabama's run game is much better than Florida's run game. And I think that's just what it's gonna come down to. I just think that Alabama could stop Florida more than Florida could stop Alabama. If Drew Brees come back, what chances do we have? If Taysom Hill starts, what are our chances? I tell you what, man, the Saints are a great team, but honestly, the element of surprise gives me hope that the Eagles could somehow pull this thing off. And what I mean by that is us not knowing how to game plan. because think about it. Dougie P just threw Hurts out there. Like they didn't have. I mean, apparently he got some reps, but he didn't get full reps like that. He didn't get because they're not gonna run the same offense. I think you're gonna see a little more zone read, a little more RPOs, with Jalen Hurts than you seen with Wentz, yo. Because Hurts is, can use his legs a little more, than Wentz did and was willing. Excuse me, my fault. Than Wentz did and was willing to do. But with Drew Brees, I don't know if Brees is gonna play this week or not. I'm expecting to see Taysom Hill. Um, if Taysom Hill is out there, man, I worry that Jim Schwartz has been getting slaughtered by running quarterbacks this season. Um, every one of them have broken every game. They pretty much broke a long run on us. So that concerns me. But I think with the boost of Jalen Hurts and us being at home, not that they have fans, but just being in our own stadium, get to sleep in our own beds and stuff like that. I feel like we got a shot. Like I feel like we got a shot, man. Just beyond basically the element of surprise, man. I think Hurts, I think we'll play the Saints. This their third road game in a row. It's hard for teams to win three straight road games in the middle of the NFL season. And like I said, the Eagles should be a little excited, should have a little juice, coming into this game, you know, with a new quarterback. Florida has not looked great the last three games. They robbed me three times in the spread. Yeah, man, they do tend to play around a lot, man. They kind of remind me of the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Great teams, but they kind of play with their food a little bit. They kind of struggle to really put certain opponents away, and that's the thing that's gonna come back and get them, in my opinion. Uh, what's up, MJ Henderson? Appreciate you tuning in. What do you think of Jalen Mills? Dude celebrates every time he makes a play. Honestly, yo, he's an LSU guy. I got real affection for my LSU guys, but man, I cannot wait till the day that Jalen Mills is no longer a Philadelphia Eagle. It's not just that he celebrates that; he's delusional. Did you see that he was advocating for people on Twitter to vote for him to be a Pro Bowler? Like in his mind, he did that same nonsense. I think last year or the year before or something like that. Like it ain't just that he's not a great player. He not a good player. He delusional. Like he constantly gets beat. He constantly has things, going on with him or whatever. So for me personally, I can't. That's what I think of him, man. I can't wait till he's not in the Philadelphia Eagles uniform. Yo, Duke, I honestly think they are too financially invested in Wentz that they will keep him on the team due to the fact they owe him 83 million overall, 50 million if they cut him, and 35 million. Yeah, I mean, that's true as far as, but I mean, if the other guy just clearly looked better and he looked like he ready to take off with that job, I mean, they're gonna have to do what they're gonna have to do. Similar to like Dallas with Romo and Dak, when Dak came in and Dak did his thing and took the job, Romo was, I mean, he wasn't making as much as Wentz making, but Romo had a pretty significant contract. And, Dallas just ate the money. Like, in this situation, I still believe in Wentz. I still think Wentz is going to be a big time player in this league. I just feel like it's a good chance that it may not be with us. But I mean, you got to win games, yo. You got to win games. You got to put the best people out there to give the team an opportunity to win, regardless on what their salary look like. So I think that if it's because Dougie P and Wentz cannot return. If Hurst goes out there, looks good, and Dougie P can prove to management that look, we don't need that guy. We got a guy right here, and we're gonna make this thing work and get back to the promised land. Then I mean, you just gotta swallow it. It's just like you just got to swallow. It's unfortunate now. The thing is with them is that what worries me a little bit about that is that, they have shown the tendency to put people out there that they're paying, like Alshon Jeffrey, like Jason Peters, guys of that nature that, they threw out there regardless. But in this case, though, it's a quarterback. And the play of the quarterback really sincerely affects the whole team, affects the whole locker room. So yeah, like I think that's what's gonna happen, yo. Regardless of how much money they gonna owe him, regardless of how much he gonna be a detriment, to our salary cap situation. You gotta do what you gotta do if Hurts go out there and looks great. Let's see. What's up, Frederick? Judkins, appreciate you tuning in. Bama versus Florida, Bama versus Gators. Yeah, that's gonna be a cool one next Saturday, yo. Expect a whole lot of points scored in that one, yo. Let's see. Excuse me. Man, Tua was shy of 300 yards last Sunday coming off that thumb injury. Uh, excuse me. Yeah, that's what's up with him, man. But I tell you what, he got a big one Sunday, yo. He got a real big one Sunday, yo. With Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, going down to Miami. Basically, like that's the game that you need him to come out there and slinging the ball and showing what he got. Because though Miami has a very, very, very good defense and they at home, you got to expect Patrick Mahomes, in company. Patrick Mahomes and company, to score some points. Let's see. So hopefully all the injured players come back, the O line impact intact. Wentz has a better season next year because honestly, he was last in every negative category this season. He can't play no worse. Yeah, man, he was pretty bad, man. He was pretty bad out there, yo. But the O line should be better. You would think. Lane Johnson should come back. Lane Johnson should come back healthy. Lamar Jackson just broke a long one. Lamar Jackson threw a pick and he just broke a long touchdown run. How long, many yards that was? I see how many yards that one was. Whew, that was a nice play design there. That was about, let's see, that was about 30 something, almost 40 yards, man. So Baltimore, Tucker don't miss extra points. So Baltimore about to go up 7-3. Um, yeah, the O line should be better, man, with a healthy Lane Johnson, a healthy Brandon Brooks. Kelsey, I don't know if he's gonna come back. He kind of, you know, considered retiring, last season. Sel Malo at left guard, and we're gonna find out what we got, whether it's Andre Dillard or Jordan Malata, or they draft somebody, to play left tackle. But I mean, the team should be better. You got to get rid of Alshon Jeffrey. Unfortunately, you're going to have to get rid of Zach Ertz. You're going to have to get rid of Jason Pierce. People like that, those contracts on the books, going to have to go. But like I said, I think it all boils down to how Jalen Hurts looks the next few weeks to determine if Wynn's going to get that, going to be the guy going forward. Because I just think that Dougie P is if Hurts saved Dougie P job, Dougie P gonna want to roll with Hurts, man. That's just what I believe. Now, if there's another coach coming here, then I think the new coach gonna be like, all right, let me get my hands on Wentz. I bet I get the greatness out of him again. So that's the challenge there. Did you watch the press conference where Jalen Mills, excuse me, talks about his talk let's see, talks about his effort. Man, I don't care to know nothing Jalen Mills. Like I said, man, that guy, LSU guy, I love it, but at the same time, man, he delusional. Like he delusional, man. Like I remember like a couple of years ago, after we was playing after the Super Bowl year, we played the Vikings at home. We lost that game. And I mean, he was out there just getting torched. And he up there talking trash to Thielen because he made out of the last 8 plays, Thielen like and Diggs like had 7 catches, and he finally got in the way of a pass, and he wanted to bump his gums and get in these guys' face. So where Fletcher Cox had to grab him and be like, man, shut up and go to the sideline, man. For you go get us a penalty. You already ain't good already. Now he didn't say all that. I'm adding all that, of course. I'm paraphrasing him. But like that's the thing, man. He's not very good, man. So it's like whatever he says, I really honestly could care less, man. What's up, Chance Foster? Appreciate you tuning in. If Eagles beat the Saints because Hurts stays at QB. Oh yeah, I agree with that. If he goes out there and beat the Saints, I definitely think that he's gonna at least remain out there, through the duration of the season. And if he goes like, I don't know, say 3-1, maybe crazy enough 4-0 or whatever, then it's gonna look like we're gonna have to put some real thought, into him, being the quarterback of the future. Let's see. Another thing, Florida's defense hasn't improved very much, and they have zero run game. Yeah, basically, like I completely agree with you, yo. That's why I'd get an edge, to Alabama in that one. Let's see. What's up, Mary Martell, my friend? Appreciate you tuning in. And Dallas about to run the. Oh, Dallas then ran the kickoff back. Got inside the 30. Yeah. What's up, my friend? I see you survived this. Hey, dude, I see you survived this weekend. Yeah, I did, Joe. They tried to put me down, but I hung in there. Like I hung in there, yo. Glad I made it, man. Had to deal with that nonsense of a football game, but hung in there. Glad I made it, yo. Let's see. What's up, Dalton B? Appreciate you tuning in. What's the best wide receiver QB duo? You talking about now or of all time? If I go now, man, they got some good ones out there right now, man. It's two that automatically, come to mind right now, man. This season. No, really three, man. They got some good ones, yo. They got for this year, they got Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams. For me, the top one, I'm gonna go Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill right now. Because Tyreek Hill is just ripping the league apart right now. And I mean, man, with the speed and all that he has, man. Yeah, I'll go Mahomes and Tyreek Hill right now. But they got some really, really good ones out there. Howie Roseman. Let's see. Howie Roseman is to see a PS5, knowing that it's hard to find, and get a PS4. I agree with you. I wouldn't even let man right now, man. I wouldn't even let Howie Roseman go get my groceries for me because I know I'm gonna tell him, look, Howie, I want this and that and all the other, and Howie gonna go out there and get something different. Well, I think even though I know you want this pizza or whatever, I just really think these breadsticks are just the best breadsticks you will ever have in your life. Like, I mean, Howie can't even touch my grocery basket right now. So yeah, I don't trust that guy, yo. I don't trust him, and like we cannot have a draft with him making these decisions, man. Like I don't care if it's the number one pick, number two pick. I feel like he gonna find a way to screw it up by overthinking it, like he always do. What's up, C. Kennedy? Appreciate you so much for the super chat, my friend. Thanks so much. I greatly appreciate that. Hey man, I enjoy your videos. Keep it up. Roll Tide Road all day, but you guys will be back next year. We did belong in that 2011 game though, and we showed it. Man, like appreciate it. Appreciate the love and support. Man, y'all ain't belong in that game, man. You see the problem with LSU is Bama beat us so bad in that game that people don't even want to have that conversation no more. They like, of course they belonged in the game. I mean, look how bad they beat LSU. Which I get that argument from people, but I mean, man, like Oklahoma State, yo, Oklahoma State, man, Brandon Weeden, Justin Blackman, man, you know, those guys there, yo, Wilson Human, man, who's from St. Martinville, is from a St. Martinville native, man, was tight end on that Oklahoma State team. Man, they should have been in there over y'all, man. Now I know y'all blew us out and whipped us and waxed us like y'all did Saturday. So now that got people thinking that, oh, you see, yeah, they belonged in there because they blew us out. Which, like I said, I get people making that argument. I mean, hey, if I was a Bama fan, I would say the same thing. But I still believe Oklahoma State should have been in that game. And I feel like the championship totals right now should be 4-4. But that's just me. Who cares? Who cares what I think? You know, especially after we go out there and get smoked like that on Saturday night. What's up, Justin Knox? Appreciate you tuning in to the Eagles defense. They played the top three teams in the NFC in 3 week span. Yeah, man. Yeah, like they did, man. Seattle, Green Bay, New Orleans. That's tough. That's tough sledding, yo. But you know, when you win your division and you finish with a first place schedule, you know, you get a difficult schedule like that. Um, oh, Andy Dalton threw a touchdown. Does it count? Yeah, no, it's a flag. Let me see. Flag might be on Baltimore. Dallas celebrating. Baltimore look lifeless out there, man. Flag might be on that on Baltimore. They walking off the field. Dallas still celebrating. Yeah, it looked like it's on Baltimore, man. That was on Humphrey too. It's crazy, man. But yeah, very, very tough slate, and that's what happens when you win the division and you got to play, you know, all these juggernauts in the NFC like that. Let's see. What's up, Saints fan? 1021. Appreciate you tuning in. If you're an LSU fan, why you ain't a Saints fan too, bro? Hey, long story, man. But I'm gonna try to make it quick, man. I am a Louisiana native, in case y'all wondering. I'm St. Martinville, Louisiana native. Um, hey, man, when I was young, Saints were terrible. like, I know everybody, the millennials, are used to the Drew Brees and the Sean Paytons, the Marcus Costans, and you know the Michael Thomases and all them, Pierre Thomas and Reggie Bush and Alvin Kamara and all that good stuff. I know they're used to that. But I'm telling you, when I was a little boy, man, they were terrible. You know, the Heat Schulers, you know, the Billy Joe Holbers, Billy Joe Tollivers. Man, I watched Syracuse. I was an LSU fan, you know, Kevin Falk, Herb Tyler, and all them. But I really liked watching Donovan McNabb play at Syracuse. Like, I thought that guy was amazing over there. The way he ran around and threw the ball. You know, Randall Cunningham is a little bit before my time. You know, so to me, McNabb was really the first one out there, you know, doing that type of stuff. And it was entertaining to watch. So when he went to the Philadelphia Eagles after the Saints, you know, well after the Eagles took him and passed on Ricky Williams, I became a fan, yo. I became a fan of the Eagles and I've been one ever since. So that's how that who is the Saints' fault for being terrible. What's up, Mark Wayne, Marion? I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. Appreciate you tuning in. Do you think this is Jeffrey Lurie's fault? Yes. Yes, I do. Because, you know, let me say this. It's not his fault now. If he doesn't fire Howie Roseman, it will be his fault for future references. Howie Roseman should not be in this organization, yo. I don't want to hear, oh, he gonna just get demoted. I don't want to hear, oh, he the de facto GM, but somebody else gonna basically do the draft and all that. Like, I want the guy out of the NovaCat complex, man. I want him out of the building. And what worries me is that apparently him and Jeffrey Lurie are extremely, extremely tight. And if you know, it's Howie Roseman's fault now, first and foremost. Then I go, well, you see, I can't really say then I go Doug or Wentz yet because I got to see how the offense gonna look with Hurst. If the offense looks great with Hurst, obviously it's Wentz's fault. But if the offense keeps continues to stagger and not really show much of an improvement with Hurts out there, then clearly it's Dougie P's fault. One of them gonna have to go. I don't blame Lurie yet. I'll blame him like starting next season because, bro, like you see that Howie Roseman completely does not have it at GM. You cannot keep putting them out. You cannot keep leaving them in that position, yo. If Wentz gets traded next year, where do you think he'll end up? To me, he got Indianapolis coach written all over him. Yo, Frank Wright, you know, old Phillip Rivers probably about to get out of there. So yeah, to me, To me, he got Frank Wright, the Indianapolis coach, absolutely written all over him, yo. So that's why I think he would end up. What's up, BC? Appreciate you tuning in. It's hard not to have an off year like LSU after all the coaching changes and players y'all lost. I agree, y'all need to get rid of Bo Pelini, but I think it was the best they could do at the time. Man, like, like I said, I excuse it for a little bit, but as far as the players being young and really, really inexperienced, but man, like you could have got anybody. like programs like the LSU's, the Alabamas, the Texas, the Floridas, the Ohio States. Like you can take defensive coordinators from other universities. Like you could take defensive coordinators away from other Power Five schools. We did it with Dave Aranda. Dave Aranda was at Wisconsin and we pulled him away. You can take coaches from other schools because we have the resources, we have the money to do it. Like you could have found anybody, man. Probably with the exception of like obviously Bama, Clemson, Ohio, the schools I just made. Those are probably like the main coordinators that wouldn't leave the job that they're at now for LSU's job. I mean, there was talk that Lane Kiffin would have left Alabama to be LSU's offensive coordinator if he didn't get what that was Florida Atlantic head coach job, yo. There was talk that Lane would have left Bama for LSU to call plays. So that's why, like, for me, like that off the defense can't be that bad, yo. I get it, breakdowns here and there. Nah, man, 45 in the first half, like y'all was playing some FCS school. You do that against FCF opponents, 45 in the first half at halftime, yo. Not to a team that's coming off of a national championship with 4 and 5 star, players everywhere. That's just completely unacceptable. What's up, Chance Foster? Appreciate you tuning in. Come on, Ravens, save Eagles, NFCs. Yeah, man. I mean, it's whatever, man. Like, it'll be nice to see Dallas lose, of course, but at the same time, man, it's whatever, man. Like, I'm at the point now. I'm gonna do a video about this game and everything, but I'm really, 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 focused on what the Eagles, about to try to do and try to make of this season. Even Saban knows modern college football is different. That's why he doesn't play AJ McCarron's anymore. He's now after elite QBs now, starting with Tua. Look like we're doing with Mac Jones and Bryce Young is coming up. Yeah, and I mean, Coach O did it last year. Like that's the thing. He did it last year, and it worked to a dominant season, a dominant national championship run. Now, granted, he don't have the personnel he had last year. He don't have the coaches he had last year. But man, you could have found something, man. You could have found something, you know, like if not completely similar to this, something that's gonna come in, and give us a really, really, really nice scheme, man. Like the scheme right now is just completely awful, yo. It's really, really, really awful. What's up, Gator? Gator, appreciate you tuning in. Oh, had to go. I mean, oh boy, we in for another fun one Saturday night, man. Now we gotta go to Gainesville, man. Oh, some more medicine we gotta take, yo. Man, this is just really, really, really bad, really, really bad. But like I said, man, like he all right this year. He gonna be all right unless that USA Today story come out that he was guilty or that the program was guilty. Then obviously you gotta fire him at that point. But I do think that he understand. He should understand that he messed up bad. That he cannot do the same thing, next season that he did this season and focus on some retread coaches who gonna come in here with the rah stuff, thinking he gonna scare players into playing with him. Like that's just absolutely, not happening. That's just absolutely not happening, yo. So you gotta go get you somebody that's competent, that's young. Look around. Look at other schools. You could pull somebody out the Big Ten or the Pac-12 or the ACC, or something like that. The school, the school for the most part, recruits itself. Not to say Coach O doesn't do a great job of recruiting and all that, but I mean the school LSU recruits itself a lot, man. What's up, Ashton White? Appreciate you tuning in. Crazy that my Giants are number one in the NFC least since 2006. I'm happy, Big Blue. Here we come. Hey, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all playing some really, really, really good football right now. Y'all and the Washington, football team or whatever. As y'all are out there battling, for the NFC least, while us and Dallas, who everybody expects to consistently battle for this division year in and year out, are currently sitting in the basement. Yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all playing some good football, yo. What's up, Jeff Millen? Appreciate you tuning in. What's good, Mr. Dugas? Congrats on 7K. Even though he's only a freshman, I think Gilbert's move is weak. Totally quit on the team, but players like Marshall and Shelvin set the precedent. Yeah, first of all, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate the support to the channel. I don't like the move. I think Marshall move honestly was a little worse than this one. And wow, Tucker missed the kick. Tucker missed a chip shot field goal, man. What is going on? Like, what is really going on? Tucker missed a 36-yard field goal, man. Wow. Unbelievable. But yeah, like I was saying, man, I think Marshall move was weak because it's like you a older guy, you a Louisiana native, you got up in front of everybody and said you ain't going nowhere, we all in as a team. And then when it's Bama week, you ran away from the situation, man. Um, I get it, reserving your body and all that, man. You could have done that after we lost to Auburn, though. After we lost to Auburn, you could have do that. You come out there like you wait until the week of Bama to just really, really put us in a bind, man. I just didn't like that, man. The Eric Gilbert thing, man, is I don't think is as bad. I don't love it, but I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, it is what it is, man. Like, he didn't come down here like he a freshman. He's young, like we said. He ain't come down here to get his butt kicked like that. He felt like if I was gonna go out there and get my butt whipped like that, I'd have just went to Vanderbilt. Like that's probably what he's saying to himself, man. So yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, I wish all those guys the best of luck, man. But it just was not. It just was not. It was not our year, man. Like that's basically what it comes down to. It was not our year, yo. Notre Dame and Clemson are both taking this week off and will just finish the 10 games. Yeah, that's going to be a very interesting matchup next week. Clearly, Clemson win in the playoff. But if Clemson loses, man, they're going to probably throw around and throw Notre Dame back in there again, as a 4 seed just to get slaughtered and destroyed by Alabama again. Let's see. What's up, JD, the Titans fan, 2217. Appreciate you tuning in. What's up? We're gonna hopefully bounce back against the Jags. Man, that was a tough loss for y'all, man. I was surprised, to see Cleveland just really get at Tennessee like that, man. Um, especially with Baker throwing the football the way he did. That was the best, most impressive performance by Cleveland in a long time, man. It really went out there and looked like real, legit, serious, sincere, you know, content, contenders, man. Like I even had to hesitate to think about it. I'm like, man, yeah, contenders, yo. Like they really look like they're really ready and really, about their life, yo. What's up, Alexander? Majashka, apologize once again if I said that wrong. Appreciate you tuning in. Boy, we ain't winning no games. Stop hyping yourself up. Mad respect for you doing it, but you know what the results are going to be. Cowboys fan. Cowboys and Eagles are trash. We ain't winning nothing. I mean, we both are not very good, man. I'll acknowledge that, yo. But at the same time, it's like, hey, you know, I just want to see my team play well, man. I want to see what Hurts could do, man. I didn't agree. Everybody knows how. Oh, look like Patrick Queen got a pick. Yep, Patrick Queen got a pick. Speaking of LSU, shout out to LSU, man. Pete Queen on the pick, yo. Yeah, but I mean, I just want to see my team have a pulse with that quarterback, man, and see if, what the problem really is. Is the problem Dougie P or is the problem really Wentz? So we're gonna find that out. Let's see. Whew. I want Clemson for the natty. Screw Ohio State, everybody else. Though I like Ohio State in the first round. Hey, I hear you, man. That obviously would be a very, 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 entertaining national championship game. Let's see. What's up, Rebel TV? Appreciate you tuning in. Bama slash Jalen Hurst slash hashtag Fly Eagles Fly. Yeah, man, he out there, man. Now all we gotta do, man, is just get behind this guy and Lamar Jackson threw a touchdown. First play after the Miles Boykin. First play after the Patrick Queen pick, Lamar threw a touchdown to Miles Boykin. Yeah, yeah, we just got to see what's gonna happen, man. I'm ready to check him out, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm ready to see what he could do out there, yo. Let's see. All right, y'all. I'm gonna try to get to people I ain't get a chance to get to yet. What's up, Lamar Williams? Williams, appreciate you tuning in. Yo, what it do? What's good, yo? Thank you for tuning into the live, yo. What's up, Wild Denny? Appreciate you tuning in. Do you think Alabama will be worse or better next year? That's a good question, man. I think they take a little dip. I mean, you losing Devontae, you know, you losing Devontae, you know what I'm saying? Um, you losing Dylan Moses, you losing Najee Harris, you losing Mac Jones. Yeah, you would think that Bama would like not be as good next year, yo. Let's see. I'm gonna try to get to people I didn't get to. What's up, Cameron Mitchell? Appreciate you tuning in. Sup? What's going on, yo? Let's see. I'm from Philly. We both love the Eagles. We need to wrap it up on IG Live, man. I think I just followed you the other day, my boy. IG Play Action Chuck. All right, man. I'm gonna go check you out, man. I'm gonna try to give you a follow back, man. We could set it up, man. Future references, man. Got to tend to a couple of things when I get off of this. And probably do a video later on about this game. But yeah, man, get at me. Send me DM me on the gram, man. And I'll get back at you, yo. Let's see. What's going on, Karen Mitchell? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, big boy 46 Hard Knocks? Appreciate you tuning in. You think coach is done after this year, Coach O? Um, no, I don't. Unless the USA Today thing is true. If that's true, then yeah. But if not, based on player of the field, I don't think he is. But I think that does make his seat a little warm for next season because I think he will be forced to fire Bo Pelini and to fire Scott Linehan and bring in some more young, modern day, assistant coaches that can relate to modern day offenses and can relate to the personnel that they have. That's something he's gonna have to do. You feel me? I think if he does that, I think that he's safe for another year. But his seat will start getting warmer next year if we get some of the same nonsense that's going on right now. Um, let's see. What's up, King James 3? Appreciate you tuning in. Similar to Tennessee, Marcus got benched for Ryan T. They played harder for him. The offense will play hard for Hurts because of Wynn's ball security issues, but it's still Wynn's job at the end of the day. Yeah, man. I do think that the team definitely played harder for Wentz for Hurts than it did for Wentz. So yeah, like we gotta We got to roll with that hot hand, and we're gonna see exactly how it is when it comes Sunday against that very very good opponent. No, all right. Let me get to some. What's up, Thomas Ward? Appreciate you tuning in. They treating T.J. Finley like Brandon Jennings, straight escaping goat. Like, yeah, man. I don't. I didn't get the criticism for T.J. Finley. Some fans, like LSU fans, I see really dislike T.J. Finley, and for the life of me, I can't understand it. It's like, yo, Miles Brennan is hurt. Okay, I get it. Miles Brennan was the best option this season, but he's hurt. I mean, what do you want us to do? He's hurt. Max Johnson, I'm sorry, is not better than TJ Finley. He's not. When you give TJ Finley a clean pocket, you know what I'm saying? And you give him competent passing plays, he looks like a really, really good, you know, decent quarterback out there, man, with a strong arm, yo. He got to continue to develop. The future looked bright for him, man, and Keyshawn Butte and John Emery and all them. I was gonna say Eric Gilbert if he decides to stay, you know. So yeah, like I don't think that I don't understand the criticism myself, yo. I just think it's crazy. Let's see. What's up, JoJo? Oh, appreciate you tuning in. Yo, what's up? What's going on? Yo, glad you could make it in. What's up, Merrill Medical 67? Appreciate you tuning in. Okie State lost a trashy Ohio State team. End of conversation about them belonging. Man, it's not even about that though, man. They were a Big 12 champion. They were a Big 12 champion with one loss. Alabama was a one-loss team that was not a big. So let me ask you this, okay? Right now, what? The Saints are the number one seed in the NFC. The Kansas City Chiefs are the number one seed in the AFC. Okay? Say the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, no, the Pittsburgh Steelers number one seed. I'm sorry. All right, let's say hypothetically before yesterday's game, okay? Before yesterday's game took place, okay? Pittsburgh Steelers go undefeated. Kansas City Chiefs have one loss. There's only one team get a bye in the NFL playoffs. And say that hypothetically, instead of the Chiefs losing to the Raiders, say the Chiefs' one loss was at home to the Steelers. The Steelers are the number one seed. Chiefs are the number two seed. Does that mean the Kansas City Chiefs should get a bye week and the Steelers got to play? What sense does it make that Bama gets a bye week, an extra week, and it's an extra week to relax their body and heal their bodies to get ready? Because they knew if they got in, the opponent was LSU, obviously. Get an extra week to prepare. They got to rest their bodies for an extra week while LSU had to go out there and play a physical SEC championship game against Georgia. And basically, when the teams met, played head to head, LSU beat them. So it don't matter now if Oklahoma State had two losses, that's one thing. Y'all both had one. The tiebreaker should have went to the team that had to play championship weekend and had to play against, and had to play and win a conference title. So for me, I get it, that hey, they lost 21-0 when they played again. But at the end of the day, they shouldn't have played again. It should have been Oklahoma State. All right, a couple of more before I get out of here, man. What's up, Lenny D? Appreciate you tuning in. My brother, bro, Mr. Duga, I don't have a problem with Hurst starting. I just hate the backstabbing move on Wentz. You pay the guy money, but draft for QB, the backstabbing at an all-time high. I'm sorry if you disagree. Nah, I do agree with you, man. Like it's Wentz was put in a very, very unfortunate situation. Like I was telling somebody yesterday, they said, "Oh, Wentz got a man up," and like, no, bro, like you didn't get this man no help. Like you supposed to get Wentz another receiver, another old lineman, something. They had talk that they could have looked at J.K. Dobbins, which we probably wouldn't have used him anyway. You know what I'm saying? Since Dougie P don't like to use running backs. But yeah, I agree with you. I definitely agree that it was a little bit of backstabbing going on, yo. Let's see. Also, I've been doing live streams. I would love for you to make an appearance, rather it's in the chart or a collab. Hey, just get at me, man. Just get at me, bro. Yeah, we can we just hit me up and we'll discuss it. We'll try to set one up. Week a little hectic. The rest of the week. Got a lot going on. But even if it's not this week, at some point next week, or if it's a pregame, if it's before the Eagles game or later on after the game or something like that, just let me know and we could make it happen, yo. Let's see. I'm gonna try a couple more before I go. What's up, Drew Wood? Appreciate you tuning in. Coach O is overrated. Head coaches can't blame assistants. Last year wasn't because of him. I mean, in his case, man, he's a CEO type of coach. He's not an X's and O's coach. So in this case, he does need assistance for him to win. Let's see. It worked out fine for us last year. Like, he just got to get the right assistants. What's up, Malik Baker? Appreciate you tuning in, bro. What's up, Mr. Dugai? Fly Eagles fly. I'm glad Jalen Hurst playing Sunday versus the Saints. Hey, I am too, man. It's been about time, yo. Ready to see what he could do, man. Looking forward to it. A couple of more. What's up, G Money, Ron? Appreciate you tuning in. Roll Tide, we them boys. Why Coach O wasn't talking that after the Bama game. Nick Saban on LSU and Brian Thompson coming to Alabama. LSU ain't never gonna have another. Oh, here we go. For another 5 years. Nick Saban's getting ready to take all the 5-star recruits from LSU last year. First off, man, let me say this, okay? Congratulations to Alabama beating us this year, running us out the building. And if you checked out my videos, it wasn't no part of me that thought LSU would have won this year, but I just gotta say so. I'm glad you brought that up so I can say this before I get off the live, yo. All this nonsense about, first off, man, that game, LSU for one, all this Nick Saban owns LSU, Alabama ain't go. Look, man, it's Alabama time, man. It's their time. Nick Saban is a legendary coach, just like Bear Bryant was a legendary coach, yo. Like, when you have legendary coaches, ask the New England Patriots with Bill Belichick. You win and you compete every year on a consistent basis when you have that level of a head coach, yo. Now, all this nonsense, look, LSU smacked Alabama around before Saban got there, yo, including Saban's first year there. Les Miles actually had a 3-2 record against him in their first 5 appearances before the 8-game winning streak started. You know what I'm saying? Les Miles had beat him 3 out of 5. Like, and another thing, all this nonsense about Coach O talking that he come back to bite. Look, man, that win last year was a big emotional win for LSU, man. Like y'all say, y'all been owning us. We knew we win this game that we're going to be propelled to a national championship or playoff appearance. Coach O is a Louisiana native. A lot of people, including myself, did not want Coach O to have that job, okay? Me personally, I keep it 100. I really wanted Jimbo Fisher, okay? Coach O was told over and over again, you ain't good enough. You can't lead this program. You can't beat Bama. We just lost 29-0 to that same team the year before. Coach is a Louisiana native, yo. He hears the fans. Look, whether y'all understand it or not, Dallas missed the field goal. Whether y'all understand it or not, LSU is obsessed with trying to beat or compete with Alabama, man. We obsessed with it because we know to respect to y'all is the gold standard. I can't stand y'all. I don't like y'all, but I fully respect y'all, man. Y'all have set the standard, yo. So for us to go on the road and win that game, man, that was an emotional win. I'm sorry. He doesn't have 5 national championships like Nick Saban does. I'm sorry. He doesn't talk regular like a lot of people talk. He's a Cajun, okay? He's emotional. Coach O is a big fan. Coach O is a fan on the sidelines. That's a great recruiter, yo, and a likable person. That win meant a lot to him. It meant a lot to all of us. So I'm not gonna get mad at Coach O for doing stuff which should have been a private moment anyway. We don't know what Nick Saban says to those kids in the locker room after certain games. We don't know that. We don't have access to that. Unfortunately, one of the kids immaturely caught that private moment publicly. And that's why it got out there. Okay. All this Kozo shouldn't have run his mouth. Look, man, if we lined up with the same team, give us all the players we had last year, all the coaches we had last year, and we line up and play after knowing what Coach O said, guess what? LSU will win the game. It don't matter like we lost because Coach O ran his mouth. We lost because we're not a better football team this year. And we're not a better coach team this year. Point blank, period. Now, if y'all want to use that for motivation, by all means, go ahead. But I'm not mad at my coach for being emotional and playing into his players when that should have been a private moment, yo. So I'm not mad at him for that. If y'all feel some type of way, hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, man. A couple of more before I get off. What's up, official Young Nola? Appreciate you tuning in. You scared of the Saints, bro? I'm not. I mean, they're great, but I'm not scared, man. I think the element of surprise with Jalen Hurst gives us a chance to win this game at home, yo. If Wentz would have been out there, I'd have been like, nah. What's up, Dwayne, RT, Roll Tide, Roll? Appreciate you tuning in. Man, it's been a long time, yo. I ain't hear from you in a long time. What's up, Mr. Dugas, Roll Tide? What's going on, yo? Glad you could make it. What's up, Ice Cream Man 504? Appreciate you tuning in, bro. Who that? Hey, y'all rolling right now, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun on Sunday, man. With Jalen Hurst does give me hope, in this game that this game could be pretty entertaining, yo. What's up, Chandler Highs? I notice I ain't hear from you tonight, man. Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, Mr. Dugas? I'm stressing with my Cowboys. You gonna be stressing too, man. I just see y'all missed the field goal. But hey, appreciate you checking in with your boy, even though I know you watching your team over there, man. Greatly appreciate that, yo. But all right, y'all, man. Glad y'all tuned in. Thank y'all for tuning into the live with your boy, man. Appreciate it. Stay tuned for the videos throughout the week, man. Um, Lord willing, I will be live once again at halftime for this LSU Florida game. If it's competitive, I'll go live in the fourth quarter. But also, man, y'all check me out Sunday. I will have, Lord willing, if everything goes according to plans, I will have my dad with me for a halftime live and a live for the fourth quarter for the Eagles and Saints game Sunday. My dad is a big Saints fan, so y'all make sure y'all tune into that, man. It should be a whole lot of fun, man. But until then, like I said, tune into the videos throughout the week. Y'all get at me on social media. Check y'all out next week, Lord willing, man. Y'all have a good one.